The MAFIA map update is coming shortly. 13-day countdown as of now. I am going to be dropping a video per day, basically talking about MAFIA, where you need to be, just so you're caught up in time for this land rush that is coming. Okay, so if you want to learn more about MAFIA and basically set yourself in a prime position ready for map update, then join us right now. Hello everyone, welcome back to KvltDeFi. This is the channel where we bring you the latest and greatest in innovations in tech in decentralized finance, specifically on Pulse Chain, even more specifically in the Dev Jacob ecosystem on Pulse Chain. We have a map update coming in 13 days. That is what we've been waiting for now for quite a while. And as soon as map update goes live, that also means that land tiles go live, okay? In this MAFIA metaverse that Jacob and the team are creating, there is a lot of land. Obviously, if you want to be able to go to different cities, do different heists, set up your family, set up your family headquarters and things like that, you need to know exactly where you're positioned on this map. We are going to be going through MAFIA from beginning to end up until land tiles go. So what I would like to do first, obviously, if you don't know what MAFIA is a play and earn, GameFi and SocialFi protocol on Pulse Chain and on BNB chain. It's basically the same game on both chains. We do have some people that are playing simultaneously on both chains. Some people are quite chain specific. It's totally up to them, and therefore it is totally up to you. The first thing you need to do in MAFIA is to create your character. Right, creating a character basically gives you a footprint in the game so you can actually start earning. After that, really what people tend to do is maybe create or join another family, because in this game it's like a kill or be killed scenario. So every character that you create, and we will create one here in a moment, when you create a character, you're basically putting yourself into this world of hitmen, dangerous underbelly shenanigans that are going on, and it is your responsibility as your character to build up your inventory to get to a situation where you have enough weapons, you have enough security, you have enough worth as a player, so as to not impact you too much in the game. If you are killed in the game, or if you kill somebody else in the game, that player is basically, that wallet, which is tied to the character creation, is blacklisted from the game. So effectively, you're dead. If you do want to continue playing the game, then you would literally have to go back to the beginning, set up a new character, and carry on. All right. All of these will be explained through this video series. So we will take it in bite-sized chunks just to make it easier for everyone. But for today, we're going to be talking about creating characters and what a family is, and if you maybe want to start or join another family. Okay, so if I bring you to the MAFIA page, so if this is Pulse MAFIA, so literally you go to pulsemafia.io. The alternative is bnbmafia.io. Once you have landed on this page, then it is up to you to create your character. So we are actually going to create a character together right now. Right, so when you actually land here, you need to make sure that obviously you have your wallet connected. And to create a character costs you 2,000 MAFIA. Right? At the time of making this video, which is on the 2nd of December, that costs $1.81 on Pulse Chain, and it costs about 60 cents on the dollar on the BNB chain. Right? So literally, you arrive here to the first page, landing page, and down here you can see this green button. It says create your profile. So if you click on create profile, now it is up to you to choose your character name. Now, your character name can be up to 14 letters, 14 characters, and it has to begin with a capital, right? I'm Irish, so I will call him Paddy Mac Mafia. No, Paddy Mac Mafioso. Paddy Mac Mafioso. Okay, so because I've chosen that name, I will now choose a country where my character is from. So again, Paddy Mac obviously has to be from Ireland. So we will choose Ireland down here. And then the last thing, you can choose the sex of your character, right? So we will choose a male for this, and then literally press create account. I will see a MetaMask transaction open up on my other screen here. So just wait for that to open. and then we will get going. You can literally see it is actually that simple. Okay, when you create a character, you will get an avatar. So your character will have its own avatar. There are, in circulation, I think there are 1,500 avatars that you will be randomly assigned, right? Both male and female, depending on your character. So as we see more players join the game over time, it is likely that some players will actually have the same avatar. That doesn't really make a difference to us. Now, in the future, obviously, there are plans to have more avatars. So we will just have to deal with that basically when it comes. Okay, so right now I have, I need to obviously approve the spending of my MAFIA tokens to this, and I'm expecting now another transaction to open, and then that will be done. So there are actually no limits, obviously, to how many characters you can create. We do have, we have seen some people have created multiple characters purely because, as I say, if your character is killed in game and your whatever items, inventory items or cash that your character currently has basically on them at the time, not staked away in a bank, which we'll go through again as well. Whatever character or whatever your character has with them at that time, that is what will be lost to the killer. Okay, there are things that you can do to maybe protect yourself. So like I say, you can, some people have multiple characters where they might have one character which has a huge amount of bodyguards with them. They might have another character that has a huge amount of their in-game cash with them. And through different ways that we will see, like joining a family and such, it's sort of a way that you can protect that, if you like, protect it. There are also ways that that you can make sure that your character doesn't lose everything. So at the point of your death, if you are killed, you can have what we call a testimonial. It's basically like a will. And when you have a will, some of your items, some of your inventory goes to that other character. Okay, so it's not that you, technically, it's not that you will actually lose everything if you assign it to another character. Maybe you assign it to a member of your family, someone that you trust to hold for you in case that happens. Okay, now that we have our character, basically what we can do, if we click here on the Players and Families tab, we can scroll down, we can see so far on Pulse Mafia, we have a total of 1,052 total players. Right, those players are all ranked by their current worth. Now, you build up your worth as a character before game launch by building up your inventory. It basically shows how strong you are, right, before the game goes live. So we can see here, our top player right now is Nunzio. Nunzio is a member of the Salamancas family. After that, we have Giffordware. Giffordware is the Dawn of the Gearheads, and so on and so forth, all the way down. We can see different characters, different families, different worths. Okay, now on the right hand side, we can see here that we have a weekly payout. Now the weekly payout actually comes from the vault. Okay, we will get to the vault in a different video, but for now, I will tell you that every purchase of the MAFIA token has a buy and sell tax. Basically, it is 4.6% buy tax and a 16.6% sell tax, right? So if you are going to buy, make sure you set your slippage to 5 on the buy and 20 on the sell, right? Now, 100% of those taxes go to feeding the vault, right? The vault is pretty much the most important aspect of the game for families, because the vault will actually pay out 10% of its total value every single week to the top 5 families, or really the top 8 families. But again, we will get to that in a different video, so we don't have to worry about that now. Now, on MAFIA, we do have an in-game wiki, which I will be showing you here. So if we go to our in-game wiki, it's basically our white paper. It's a very in-depth document. That's why we're going to go through it together right now. Okay, so once you have your character, you can choose then to either join a family or to set up your own family. If it's something you want to set up by yourself, you're absolutely welcome to do that. We'll go through how to do that in a minute. So here it says family creation, create or join a MAFIA family. So you can find a family leaderboard, right, which we basically saw. You can create your own family. Members can actually stake their MAFIA in the family bank. Okay, that is something we will get to again in a moment. So on the wiki, if we scroll down here to families, and I will click creating a family. So creating a family comes with great responsibility. obviously. You have to be able to defend your turf, right? Defend your family. That's why creating a family is good for some players. Basically, you pool resources in order to control different environments in the game, right? So it says here, when creating a family, you need to make sure that you have the social capital and the economic capital to do so. Not only does it cost to create a family, but if you are not able to defend this, someone can come and take it from you. That's exactly like we said about creating your character or having your character. You need to be able to defend your character by building up your in-game inventory with bullets and bodyguards and such. It says here, so pre-game. So this is where we are now. Because we're in early access, we would technically call this pre-game. So you basically need to go back to the original page, and you will see create a character. It'll say it there. You select your family name. You select your family city headquarters. Now in Mafia, there's a certain number of cities, and each city has a space for Mafia families. Now, a lot of the families initially at the moment, we've seen that they're trying to space themselves out across the map, but it's inevitable that we will have multiple families in the same city as the game continues to grow, right? The cost of opening a family in Mafia is 100,000 Mafia, right? So it's $100 maybe, and then you literally just create your family. Now I'm not going to create a family here because that would just complicate things. There's no need for me to do that. I can tell you guys out there right now that in this game I am not affiliated with any family. I'm basically a rogue player. I'm kind of here to show everyone how the game goes, and I don't want to have any biases, right? So I'm not going to be joining any families at all. I can tell you that right now. So don't ask me if you can join my family, because I don't have one. All right. So when the game goes live, the difference between forming a family now and after the game fully goes live is that when the game goes live, you can only open a family if you're a certain rank. Okay. Now, when you start the game, pretty much every player is going to be ranked a nobody. Right. And then over time, through different in-game tasks, they've raised up through the ranks, they do different heights, they get their build up their worth. So now really in early access is the best time to start a family, or to join a family, should we say. It says here that that you will need to own a hotel building. Now, when land tiles come available, we'll talk about this a lot more. We won't get into it so much right now, but we can see here already that when the game goes live, it's going to be a lot more difficult to actually start a family. So it makes absolute sense now to start a family before the game goes live. Okay, you have plenty of time then to build up your inventory, build up your family in members, and basically start staking that Mafia so you can get some of that 0.5% auto compounding interest every single day while that money is staked before game launch. You will have to pay 10 keys to upgrade your hotel to a family HQ. So that's after you've already built up your land tile to actually have a hotel. Then after that, and then you confirm creation and you fill out all the necessary details. So what is the family name, where you're going to, your headquarters, that sort of thing. It says here, being a Don or any high rank position in a powerful family will always spawn enemies. Basically, you put a target on your back. Other players will want what you have, and they might be able to take it away from you if you're not careful. Now, we have a screenshot down here where it says about creating a family. The original cost was actually 500,000 Mafia. Now it's changed to 100,000, so don't worry about that. So you basically insert your family name, you select a city, and then you create a family logo. Now, if we go back to the main page here, click on families, we click on the families. Now we can see here, right, like I said, that the top 5 families will get a payout from the vault every week. So right now in first place, we have the Yakuza. The Yakuza are headed up by Capone, Don Capone, and they actually have an allegiance called the Directorate. Now we'll get to allegiances in a moment, so don't worry about that. So just stick with me. But what we can see is here, where it says ST Mafia, so staked Mafia. So the Yakuza have currently 52 million Mafia stake. Now, the Mafia token itself actually only has 1 billion tokens in circulation, right? 800 million were given to the adoption lobby members, right? So basically, the players, if you like, before this, when this started, 100 million went to liquidity pool and 100 million went into a team wallet, right? Now, when the game goes live, as I said, the top 5 families will get a share from the vault. So we can see, as it stands at the moment, that the Yakuza will be earning 182 million pulse every single week as a payout coming from the vault. I think that's around between $8,000 and $10,000 right now. I won't check right now, but I think it's around between $8,000 and $10,000 every single week. That's for the family. That's pretty good, right? Okay, so that's that. So let's go back to our wiki page. Now, so that is creating a family. Now we'll click next on joining a family. So this is probably for most of you people out there. If you want to join a MAFIA family, basically you need to go and search in the telegrams across the social media. Some families have their own X pages and that sort of thing, but it says here, look, joining a family can be as important as you rank higher. You need protection, otherwise you will be taken out by other mobsters, right? Like we said, there's safety in numbers. Okay, so how to join a family? First, you need to find a family on the leaderboard that we just saw. You need to join the social channels and start talking with them. Now, if you join, actually, I will put this banner down here so you can see. So joining a family is basically go and search on the Telegram channels that we have, right? So it's at t.me/PLS Mafia and t.me/BNB Mafia game, depending on which side you want to play, right? So then you need to start talking with them. A lot of families out there are actively recruiting right now, so you won't have to worry. Some of them might actually find you if you start asking the right questions. You can offer things to different families. So if it's a thing that you are a player and you want to build up your self-worth, maybe you're a bigger fish out there and you have some heavy Mafia bags, by staking your Mafia in the family bank, if you like, you're basically, yes, you are earning 0.5% interest on that every day until the game goes live, but you're also adding to the family's worth. Okay, so adding to the family's worth is very, very important, as you can see. That's how some families get placed in a higher rank, right? And then if you have a chat with them and you say, okay, this is what I want to bring to the family, this is what you can offer me as a family, then you basically receive an invitation from them and you are good to go, right? Then you join the family, and then it's up to you to start repping that family, start helping that family out, discussing what different strategies you have, what different strategies you want to bring to the table, etc. So it says here, why be in a family? So being high ranked and without a family is basically like a sitting duck. Everyone is looking for fresh meat to kill, and not being in a family means you can be killed without any repercussions from any family. Now, as we said about safety in numbers, it could be that you're a high ranking player and you're in a family, and because you're a high ranking player, you might effectively put a target on your back. People might actually want to come and take what you have, your resources. But your family can basically say, okay, if you touch this person or if you touch this character, we will immediately, as a family, come, whatever you take from them, we will immediately come and kill you and take all the resources back from you. Okay, so people need to walk a bit of a tightrope when it comes to actually playing the game and deciding who to kill. It might be bad to kill someone of a higher rank, because that means effectively that you are going to be hunted down and taken out of the game yourself, right? When a family top, so one of the high ranking players, decides to invite you to their family, you'll receive a notification. You are now able to either accept or decline that invitation, right? So it says here, you have a family invitation, you can say just accept or decline, and that is basically it. You are in a family if you choose to accept it. Now we go to family hierarchy. Now this is where things get a little bit different, okay? So the weekly payout from that vault goes to the top 3 members of that family. So basically it goes to the Don of the family, it goes to their second in command, so who's their consigliere, and then it goes to the third in command, who is the capo di Sena, right? Now the capo di Sena is the one responsible for managing the soldiers, if you like, the members of the family. So the Don will actually receive 55% of the total payout that family receives. The consigliere gets 25% and the capo di Sena gets 20%, right? Now it's up to those 3 members how they choose to distribute that money between all of the other members. Some families have it set straight away. There's 60% of whatever they receive will go directly to the members of the family based on their rank and how much effort they put into helping the family, and the rest maybe put into the family bank, as insurance for a later date, right? So that's basically, if you want to be guaranteed good payouts from these vault payments, help your family, be active, promote the game, promote yourself, all those sorts of good things, right? Some families, again, we can see here, some families have leave fees. So some families actually even have join fees. So in order to join their family, so basically, put your money up to show how dedicated you are. And, if something went wrong and you decide to leave a family, there might also be a leave penalty fee on leaving, all right? Next, we go to a family page. So we'll have a look at family page in a minute. So basically a family page is just like an advertisement for them. It has their branding, their logos, it has all the different members of their family. Actually, we will have a look. Let's have a look at the Yakuza. Okay, so this is the Yakuza page. So at the moment, the Yakuza are the top family on Pulse Chain. We can see here that their Don is Don Capone. Don Capone, from these vault payments, is going to be getting 50 million pulls every week. The consigliere is Yoroko. He's going to be getting 22 million pulls every week. And then the Capodicina is Kodama, and he's going to be getting 18 million pulse every week from this vault. Now, as I said, it's up to those families what they want to do with that. Now, if you scroll down just a bit, we can see here that they have a total of 92 members, 182 million weekly payout, like we said, from the vault. 50% of the vault payments that is received by this family are going to go to the other members of the family ongoing. And then they have a 10,000 MAFIA leave fee. Actually, that's pretty low considering. I've seen some a bit higher. So we can see here on these other numbers, right? So in their family bank, they've actually staked 52 million MAFIA away. They have 10 million liquid MAFIA still available between all their wallets. And we can see here that the family bank numbers is just going up and up and up. So that is the 0.5% interest that is getting added every single day on their staked MAFIA at the moment. Okay, so as that number keeps going up, the more worth that family has, the stronger that family is. So as we scroll down, then we can see this. We can see the different capos. So we can see the different people who are in charge of that family, all the different soldiers and what they're actually doing. If we continue scrolling down, we can see the different business items that family owns. So we'll cover that in a different video. But if you were in a city as a family and you're headquartered in a city, it makes sense that you own the various business items within your city. Okay, that's where real power and real yield comes from. And we will soon be seeing family-owned tiles. That will be coming soon. And now, so we know that the Yakuza are #1 family on Pulse Mafia at the moment. But in Mafia, you can actually have allegiances between families. There are some families that might have a certain area to control, but maybe they like the look of another area to control. Okay, so what you can actually do is you can form an alliance and allegiance with another family, and through that, not only do you pull resources, it gives you extra protection, obviously, because now your family is a bit bigger, if you think about it that way, and also it puts you in a really good position to invest in other territories to try and expand your territory. Okay, we can see here then, if you scroll down, we have the member list, so we can see who the most powerful members of each family are, what their payouts are going to be every week from their share of the vault, and etc. etc. Okay, so we'll go back to the wiki. Now, if we go down to family staking. So I want to reiterate this, okay? So when you stake your Mafia before game launch, you are locking up those Mafia tokens and you are getting 0.5% interest on them every single day in terms of in-game cash. Now, your Mafia tokens are absolutely safe. Nothing can happen to those. When the game actually goes live, you will be returned those Mafia tokens plus your interest. And also you will be receiving a bullet allocation, right? This is something which is obviously very important for families because obviously you need a lot of bullets if you want to go to war with another family, right? So you will not risk your Mafia tokens by staking them. All active stakes at game launch will receive their bullet reward, right? So if we look at the auto compounding interest that's here, so a staking example would be if you were to stake 1 million Mafia tokens, that family bank receives 1 million of the in-game currency instantly, okay? And then 0.5% compounded every single day. If we look here, so after 30 days, it's 1.1 million. After 90 days, it's 1.5 million. After 180 days, it's 2.5 million. And after 365 days, it will be 6.1 million dollars, in-game dollars, if you like. Okay. So why would you stake? You stake because you want to get this 0.5% interest, obviously. You stake because the valuation of your entire family goes up, which means that you go up through the ranks in terms of vault payments. You increase your family's available currency upon game launch because you're building up this this family bank account. Family members would normally be required to stake if they want to enjoy protection, and you get a bullet airdrop. Okay, now we know that map update is coming. That's why we're doing this series of videos. So if you want to unstake before MAFIA launch, then it depends on your land tiles. Land tiles are going on sale soon, so we will talk about this staking and unstaking when it comes to land tiles basically in one of the upcoming videos. Okay, there is no need to go into it here right now at this moment. I think that is it for today. Basically, we talked about character creation. We saw that. We talked about what a family is and how families work, and we spoke about unstaking. So if you like this video, and you know, stay tuned until tomorrow till we have the next one. Basically, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. These things cost you nothing, but they're very important to me. I think the channel right now is up to about 330 people, 330 subscribers. I want to get to 500. It would be very nice to get to 500 before Christmas. I think that is pretty doable. Looking at the analytics, I see that the analytics say that 52% of you who watch these videos are not subscribed. So I'd really appreciate that. If you want to do that for me, that would be great. I do also want to say that if you like merch and you look around for the best merch that is on Pulse Chain and Hex community on Pulse Chain, it is absolutely pulseconstore.com. Okay, pulseconstore.com do a wide range of t-shirts and goodies. We can see here I have a beautiful X t-shirt that I won actually one of their giveaways, so thanks very much for that, you guys. If you want to go over there and have a look, I think now is a perfect time because we have a perfect market coming. Bull market is coming. What better way to advertise Pulse and Hex and Pulse Chain and everything on Pulse Chain really than wearing the merch around? Okay, let people see and ask questions. I already have people asking me questions when I'm out about this, with this t-shirt that I'm wearing, and I have another couple of t-shirts around the place. If you want to get a 20% discount on the total shopping cart that you have, you use the deal that I just put up there in this little banner. Go and visit them. It is also, the link is in the description. Also, the links from MAFIA and the Telegram channels, etc., are in the description below. If you like what I do, and you want to donate to this channel, because obviously this channel is not monetized, if you want to donate, you can do it simply at the Pulse domain, which is KvltDeFi down here, KvltDeFi.pls.fyi, or there is a address in the description. Every little helps. It gives me, you know, by donating to the channel, it frees up some time for me. Basically, I can dedicate myself to do more of these videos for you nice guys. And yeah, tune in tomorrow and we'll see exactly what's going on. I'm very bullish about everything that's happening, and I know you are too. So I'll see you tomorrow.